Welcome back to the counter. Something a bit different for you today. I said I'd do a video for a friend of mine, so I thought I might as well share it with everyone as well. So what I have here is an acrylic dip. I've already done two, and so I quickly thought I'd show another one. The colours I've got here are Liquitex Basic, and they are Alizeran Crimson, Cadmium Yellow Light, Deep Violet, and an Aldi cheap acrylic white paint. I've mixed these with my own pouring medium, so they are 1 part paint, 2 parts pouring medium, and about 1/2 to 3/4 of a part of water. Now obviously you need to work out your own thickness of your paint to make sure it works for you. Okay, so what I have here is a little 8x10 canvas. I've gessoed and sanded this so that it's smooth, and the first thing I'm going to do is actually just cover it in white. Now it might be a little bit off camera, but I'm going to tip it. Hang on. Let me just bring some newspaper in here. Just to show you what I'm doing. So all I'm doing is just putting white on the canvas, spreading it with a brush, getting the edges, and then I'm going to tip it, so I need enough on there so that I can actually get some movement. The white paint is quite thin, and it's really only to give me a wet surface. Now I'm just going to leave that standing up and just draining off to the side. Just clean that up a bit. A little bit disorganised because I wasn't really going to film this, but I said I would, so there you go. Now this is already paint from a previous pour, and I can add just a little bit to it. I think I need a bit more red in the middle, so I'm just going to add a bit more. Just a tiny bit. Maybe just add to the purple. Tiny bit of yellow. And maybe down here. Just to get a bit of orange. Now the thing with dips that I found, and I don't know if you all do the same, but I've always been quite heavy-handed with placing my canvas on the paint and squishing the paint outwards to get my design. Only I was watching a lady from one of the groups do this in reverse with a tile, and so I thought what I'd do is be a little bit lighter in my hand. I've just added a bit more white. Now our canvas has drained off. I'll just smooth that out a little bit more. what I have here is I have a paintbrush. It's a 3-inch paintbrush that I use for my one-stroke painting, and I wondered what that would do to give me a light touch running over the back of the canvas rather than just pressing the canvas in. So that's what I'm going to do. I've got my canvas. You can see that the paint has flowed off quite nicely, and I'm going to carefully, which way do we want it? I think we'll go this way this time. I'm going to carefully place it on top of the design without moving too much. Then I'm going to use this brush to stroke the back of the canvas. And now for the lift. If I lift this way, I'll get a long design. If I lift this way, I'll get a wide design. So I think I'll lift this way. Look at that. How pretty is that? Now, because of the way I layered the paint, I'm already getting cells in it. Get a mat for it to sit on. And we can see that the colours are getting a little bit muddy. So I can probably only get one more out of here before I lose the colours. Let me get another canvas and I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm back and I'll do another canvas prep. Just making another white canvas. Smooth it out with a brush or a palette knife or whatever you've got handy. I just want it on there thick enough to run and give me a smooth surface. Let it stand for a bit and drip off. I know you're not seeing most of this, but you get the idea. Now, do I need more paint on this? I think what I might do is add some more purple in the middle. Add a little bit more red. A little bit more yellow. And maybe even a drop of white. Now this is probably the last one that we'll be able to get in before we completely lose the paint separation and end up with mud. So this is probably it. Just getting this canvas ready. Okay, now again I'm going to be gentle about placing it on there. Light touch with my paintbrush. And I think I'll go long ways this time. Yeah, see, I missed half of it, so let's see if I can get another one in there. Interesting. Bit messy, but you get the idea. We've lost it. I think the key to this is actually taking the paint off the same way, so that if you lift off sideways once, you need to lift it off sideways for the others to be similar. So there you go, just a quick video, and that's for Jane. I hope this helps you work through doing dips for you. Okay, thank you. I'll clean up and I'll take you down for some closer shots. They obviously won't be dry until tomorrow, but I'll load this up so that you can see. These are only very small canvases, but you can actually see you get some beautiful colours. Lots of negative space, which I like. That one's, yeah, see, I think that was one dip too many, I reckon. But this one, very pretty. And that's just with your 3 colours in white. Okay, we'll see you later. Oh, and of course, if you wanted to, you could leave this as a skin and use it for something else.